So I just woke up, as you can hear my voice, and I had a dream about the spirit of rejection. Um, if you're not new to my channel, I've talked about this before. Um, I have some fears, I would say, that I'm conquering, or I've kind of conquered, but still kind of, getting over those type of hurdles, because I'm not trying to be cocky, but as a woman, it's been hard to let a man know, like, you're a nice person, you're a nice gal. Even sometimes, it can be women for in some cases, but I'm just not interested. And so I had a dream last night. It was crazy. It was like one of my exes from high school, and he came over to my house, and my mom was there. It was like a big house. I don't know. And we were just chilling or whatever. And I guess our desire started intensifying, because, his desire started intensifying, because he was like, yeah. Basically, I was just like sitting on his lap, and I was like, calm down. Like, we have time, it's not that serious, He was just like so over lustful. Like, it was just crazy. So I was like, it's kind of embarrassing to be in the living room. My mom's over here, like, he's not even caring who's around, like, because his lust is just so intensified or whatever. And so I was like, let's just go to my room. So we went to my room or whatever, and like we start laying down, and I'm just like, well, it's been a while since I've, been around you, and to be doing all this, we're gonna need to put on protection, right? So of course, when you tell somebody that, their first response is like, I mean, they never want to do it, but I'm like, we're doing it. You know what I'm saying? Put this bad boy on. But we never go all the way, because there's another guy who comes knocking at the door. A guy that, I wasn't attracted to in that way. And it almost reminded me of my kid's dad. But it wasn't him, though. But it was like it was kind of like, I don't know, y'all know how dreams work. And so, because like my daughter was on the other side of the door, and basically he was using her to like get me to open the door, because he's like feeling what's going on, because he's like, what's going on in there? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, you're trying to make an excuse. And I can kind of see him, because it's like the door doesn't close all the way, but it has a lock on it. But you can kind of see them like through the bottom or the little bit of the side of the door. So I'm like, who is it? Just a minute. And he's trying to be quiet, and he thumped her. You know how people thump you, like, with their finger? Have you ever been thumped? Okay, like, I don't know if y'all got old school grandparents, when they thump you. He thumped her in the back of her head, like, say something. I was like, oh, heck no. Don't be doing that to my child just to get through this door or whatever. And so I opened the door, and he's like, what's going on or whatever. He started acting all crazy. I think this is just a little bit of the dream came from, just sometimes, like a conversation that I had earlier. This is so crazy, but I had a dream about it, and so it must be true. And he's acting all crazy, like he wants to harm me and all types of stuff. I was like, whoa. But the dude that I was with, he's all scared, and then I don't know where another person came from. It was a female in there. So basically they snuck off, because he's like sitting there drawing the house, like this big house he's drawing it. He's putting graffiti on it. I can't remember. It's like he's an artist, like he knows how to draw or something like that. And he's like drawing this house, and the house has graffiti on it, while he's like basically threatening our lives, right? and he done lost his mind. So I don't know, man. I'm just gonna tell y'all the interpretation of this dream in just a second. And so while I'm sitting there like, oh my gosh, this dude is crazy. Like, I'm just listening to him talking or whatever, and then next thing you know, the guy that was in the room with me and the woman, they're like slowly sneaking off, because like trying to get away, and just leaves me there. And he's just showing me, like, it's almost reminding me again of the verse in the Bible that talks about how the false shepherd will abandon the sheep at the first sign of the enemy, you know. And they basically snuck off, and I'm just sitting there, and the crazy one is just like, you see how they just gonna leave you like that? That man don't care about you. He just wanna, you know what I'm saying, do the do or whatever. And I was just like sitting there crying. That was the end of the dream. But also it showed me that like somebody might be dealing with someone that's actually crazy.